Hi, and welcome to today's video, how to use Trello. We're going to begin by talking about what is Trello used for, and how to use Trello. So let's go ahead and begin. So what is Trello? Well, Trello is at its core an online corkboard. You use it to organize cards into lists, and these cards can be tasks or notes, projects, shared files, or anything else that helps your team work together. It's based on a simple idea. For effective project management, you need full visibility over all relevant tasks and flexibility to rearrange them as priorities change. So what Trello does is it provides accountability, sanity, visualization, organization, and cohesion. If you're equipped with a Trello board, you can create order in your work by organizing it into lists of cards. And then you can quickly adapt it to new circumstances by rearranging them, which is exactly why it's so great for project management. Trello solves the problems of long email threads, wasted meetings, accountability, clarifying projects, forgetfulness, and transparency. Trello is a great tool to replace your team's use of email and chat for task-based communication. You can learn all you need to get a job done from a task card, and all discussions about it can take place right there. By keeping all the information you need in a single location, it's easy to keep everything on track and quickly see what's going to be done and what's being done and look back at previous conversations. So that leads us to, what is Trello used for? Well, Trello project management is a phenomenal tool, and whether you need to organize the work of a whole team or just want to boost your own productivity. If you have to handle a team workflow, then you can use it in any area of your business, from software development to testing to marketing to design. This tool is also located agnostic. It doesn't matter if your teammates are on the next desk or across the world. Trello will do the job. You can employ Trello to follow your production workflow. You manage your development schedule, you keep an eye on contact marketing campaigns, organize upcoming projects, track the hiring and onboarding process of your company. You do all of it. Since Trello is well suited for agile methods, it's a great place to keep your Scrum board also. You can also apply the Kanban methodology and run a Kanban workflow with Trello. Your dedicated board will show you what needs to be done, the status of all tasks, and where potential bottlenecks are. Trello has virtually limitless possibilities, so you can shape it whatever project you have. The option of Trello reoccurring tasks makes it a tool capable of managing workflows across industries and sectors, which is why a lot of people use Trello. So how to use Trello? There's many different ways, and we're going to go over different ones here. Trello project management usually is endless. So we're going to cover a couple of different samples of Trello boards. First, product roadmaps and annual planning. With a product roadmap or annual planning Trello board, it's easy to share your plans and improve transparency. A product roadmap Trello board improves relationships with stakeholders, and it keeps them informed with a visual guide to project and programs progress, releases, and plans. The board can also be used to explain why certain requests can't be accommodated in the requested time frame. You can also share plans, updates, and progress with customers by making your Trello board public, encouraging transparency and improving customer service. Project status and impediments tracking. If you lead a weekly project status update meeting, this project status and impediments tracking in Trello board can be used to orchestrate the meeting. As new impediments are reported, they can be added to the new issues list. Add details about the issue in card descriptions, and then assign individuals who are responsible for resolving those issues and providing follow-up reports. You can add due dates to the cards to make sure the issues are resolved before they create cascading effects. And you can keep track of blocked items that you need to follow up on. Review the cards with your team during each meeting to discuss the status, the issues, and the resolutions. And then, when you create your weekly project status report, you can access resolved issues and outstanding impediments to easily create reports that highlight project status. IT support queues. Incoming requests for help with password recovery, networking issues, wireless access, and computer malfunctions can be entered into Trello, assigned to and picked up by support team members, and passed along the workflow through resolution. If the board is used for internal support, requesters can subscribe to cards to receive ongoing status updates. This increases the productivity of support team members because no longer do you have to send individual updates through emails, and it eliminates the cost of clunky systems that send auto-generated emails when tasks are moved, reassigned, and completed. Production incident management. If you have a production incident support team, an incident management Trello board can help streamline and expedite issue resolution. You can add incoming incidences at cards and then indicate the urgency of the issue using either a separate list or colored label. Similar to the benefits of the website maintenance board, the incident management board allows teams to subscribe to the list for notifications of incoming tasks. It ensures all prerequisite tasks are completed before cards arrive in lists down the line, and it keeps track of all historical comments and changes. The board assists production support teams with organizing, planning, reporting, and transparency. Editorial calendar planning. Simplify the process of planning articles for the next month or even the entire year with the editorial calendar planning Trello board. To create your own, you add a list where you and your coworker or employees can add cards for content ideas. You can add a list for each month that you want to plan for. You can use colored labels to designate the type of media that will be used for the content, such as blog posts or video or podcasts, and use labels to designate ideas that need more information. And you can prioritize new ideas as they come in by dragging and dropping cards into an order of importance. By planning your publishing calendar in Trello, you can easily reprioritize and replan when last-minute requests come in, and you can be transparent with your plans by sharing the calendar with other departments and company leaders, so you'll easily show leaders what will be bumped if your team is asked to accommodate a last-minute or rush request. Content creation and publishing. Content creation and creating content for print or digital mediums requires collaboration between multiple departments and possibly even freelancers. So with a publishing Trello board, it's easy to assign work to different teams and remote workers, ensuring that everyone has the information needed to do their work when it arrives. Think through all the steps that content must go through before being published and add a list for each step. Have designated team members subscribe to the list and get notifications when new cards are added. Editors can assign remote and freelance staff to individual cards to notify them when new assignments are ready. And due dates can be added to each card. Past due dates are highlighted in red, so editors can easily identify the items that are taking longer than anticipated and follow up on outstanding assignments. A publishing Trello board helps editors keep track of the status of work. It reminds the team members of the tasks and deadlines, and it makes it easier for freelancers to bill because they can submit invoices after items have moved to the publishing list. Sales CRM Pipeline. If leads are falling through the cracks or your sales team is struggling to keep track of the lead status, then the Sales CRM Trello board can help restore organization and increase revenue. By moving sales CRM management to Trello, both sales and marketing can add cards for new leads. This improves the collaboration between the two departments and ensures that the leads are contacted. It also improves relationship with prospects by making sure that they're contacted but not contacted multiple times. Because Trello retains a detailed history of each card, it's easy for sales reps, marketing teams, and the company leaders to revisit the cards at any time and see what outreach occurred, as well as the status and outcome of communication. Freelance assignments. If you have one client as a freelancer, then it's probably unnecessary to add the overhead of maintaining an assignment to-do list. But if you have multiple clients, competing deadlines, and ongoing requests, then this freelancer assignment Trello board can really help you get organized and hit deadlines. You can add the deadline to the card to easily keep track of when the assignments are due. And if you also subscribe to the card, Trello will automatically notify you when the assignments are due soon or past due. It's easy to access the list of completed assignments when it's time to create invoices. It keeps an ongoing list of completed assignments and projects that could be used when searching for portfolio items or samples to send to prospective new clients. And using Trello to manage your freelance work also helps with capacity planning. If a new request comes in, you can review the outstanding assignments to determine if you can accept new work and meet the requested deadline. Daily tasks and long-term goal reporting. If you struggle to keep track of things you have to do at work or are having trouble prioritizing assignments, an individual to-do Trello board can help you get organized and be more productive and plan and keep track of your workload. Even if you have an excellent memory, are incredibly organized, and never forget tasks, a Trello to-do board can be beneficial because it allows you to revisit completed tasks. So if your boss requires weekly status reports and you can review completed tasks for the week to include in your report, you can get that from the Trello board. It also helps during quarterly, mid-year, and annual reviews because you can easily find accomplishments to include, which may increase your chances of getting a raise or a bonus. One final benefit is on a personal to-do list, it can be used to force your boss to help you to prioritize. So if your boss comes to you frequently with rush requests, you can share your existing to-do board and ask them what should be pushed to a later date to accommodate their last-minute tasks. Recruiting pipeline. Well, with the recruiting pipeline Trello board, you can allow hiring managers to post requests, communicate progress with hiring managers, and keep track of recruiting statuses and assignments. Add a request lane where the hiring manager can add requests to open positions. You can add an incomplete lane where requests that require more details before posting can be listed, reminding the hiring managers to review the requests and provide an easy way to follow up on outstanding requests. And you can keep track of the job that needs to be posted and jobs that are posted and accepting applications, and then recruiters and specialists in charge for filling positions with separate lanes and card assignments. You can keep the initial recruiting pipeline in its own board, and then you can also combine it with interview planning boards to keep track of open positions throughout the hiring process. Interview pipeline. After an acceptable number of applications are received for an open position, cards can be moved to the interview pipeline Trello board to manage the process of narrowing the pool of candidates, scheduling the interviews with hiring managers, and making offers. This helps ensure that candidates don't fall through the cracks and that each candidate goes through all of the proper steps. It also reminds the recruiters to follow up with hiring managers who are taking an unacceptable amount of time, maybe to make a decision. New hire onboarding. Onboarding new employees is a time-consuming process, especially if you work in a large corporation where employees have tasks and training and paperwork for both departments and human resource needs. A new hire onboarding Trello board can help walk new employees through all of the required steps. Hiring managers can work with the human resource specialist to determine a list of all onboarding requirements and tasks, as well as those tasks that need to be completed. Then, when new employees arrive, the hiring manager can create a copy of an ongoing Trello board and assign the board to the new employee. The employee then can use the board as a to-do list for training and onboarding tasks, and the hiring manager can review the board incrementally to make sure the employee has completed all required and recommended tasks. If you like this video on how to use Trello, go ahead and smash the like button. I hope you did. And if you want to see more videos on project management topics, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because I update them every week. Thanks.